Yo, if you want to buy one of our Dark Side t-shirts, just leave your email in the comments below. Yo, it's Mr. Truth and I'm spitting some truth. What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? I'm back with another video. The reason why you struggle to come up with YouTube content is because your brain is not programmed to think that way. Let me elaborate. You're not thinking constantly about content. So that's one of the keys right there. You're not thinking about it. You need to start training your brain that way, to think that way. So when you train your brain that way to think about content, then content ideas are gonna just come very easily. It used to come hard for me at times, but now it's a lot more easy for me. And you're not, the problem is, the other thing that you're not probably doing, you're not writing ideas down. You're not writing them down. Like, I've written ideas, content ideas on my notepad. Now, the ones that I written down, I know I may not do all of those. They're just ideas. I might need to tweak them. So you're not planning, okay? You need to plan. Listen, if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. It's as simple as that. Now, a lot of my content ideas came into my head. I didn't jot them down, right, on a notepad before. I never did that before. I started doing it now, right, because I wanted to get into that habit. Because at least if I write it down, I can always go back to it and be like, should I do that? No, but maybe if I tweak it, change this and change that around, maybe the wording and do this and do that, it gives me the idea, right? At least I have the idea down, so it becomes very easy for me. You need to start writing down these ideas. Even if you don't plan to do them, at least write them down, because then at least you have some content ideas, then you have things to talk about. The other thing is, sometimes it also comes down to your lack of experience with certain things. I would always recommend that you try to maybe gain some knowledge in something that you like, that you're interested in, or something you had no knowledge on, but gaining knowledge on that particular subject that you had no knowledge on before, you can then decide to talk about it. I think the problem is why a lot of people struggle to come up with YouTube ideas, content ideas, is because they overthink it. That's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to overthink it. I don't overthink my content ideas. I'm jotting them down quickly, boom, boom, and I'm just putting them out. You don't need to overthink it. You could talk about anything. I see so many channels on here. There's a load of people in here talking absolutely rubbish. I don't mean rubbish in that way, but it may be rubbish to me, but to them it's not. But their rubbish could resonate with somebody else. You see, what you say may not be relevant to me or anyone else, but it could be relevant to these people, those people, that person. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, it just talk about things. Now, we see the successful YouTubers, they tend to niche into certain subjects. And obviously, if you do your research in here, you could see which uh, videos are trending on here. You could see what popular videos do well, right? You could see, like, you've got a lot of guys that now you see who's doing Uber and filming it. They're doing well. Uber Eats, they're doing well. You see people doing these things, like a lot of these businesses as well. They seem to be doing well, right? Construction business, it seem to be doing well. But if you don't have a business or don't have that, you need to find, you can either go through YouTube and search up topics and maybe try to replicate other people's stuff, make it your own, or just do what I do. I just talk from experience. I'm just talking from experience. And some of my ideas has come from other, obviously, YouTubers, right? The ideas, right? So you need to start doing research on YouTube, right? Start seeing what's popular and what people are talking about and what gains people's attention and interest. The other thing is you just need to start, turn on your camera and just start talking about things. Now it could be anything. You could talk about the weather. You could just come on here and just say, yo, I'm in Birmingham, the weather's rubbish. You know, a lot of people will resonate with that. They'll resonate with that type of video. And here's a key thing, right? It's not so much about the topic, right, that you're talking about. People may just resonate with you. They might just see you, your character, and want to resonate with you, whether you're talking about the weather, whether you're talking about pissing in the toilet or having a doo-doo in the toilet or I don't know, it could be anything. You could just, even if you wanted to, you could just say, do a video. I've seen people do it. Oh, yeah. Like, you know what? This is my morning routine. I just get up and I cook, eat food, this and that. I do this, I do this, I do that. You can do stuff like that. Nowadays, a lot of things work. You'd be surprised. Most things won't, but you get the gist. Something, anything that you do may cater to somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that's the trick. So, yeah, man. So, that's all, folks. I'm out. See you in the next video.